You surrender your will. You turn away from sin. You let Christ take that burden and make you, and you believe it. And so people come along and they say, well, I think I believe that. Does that mean I'm saved? Saved? When we say saved, we don't make that up. That's not an evangelical term or a Rock Church term. Saved is all over the Bible. Saved from what? Saved from the wrath of God. Saved from the consequence of our sin that we can't afford to pay. So people say, well, I believe that. Believe what? They'll say, I believe that Jesus lived. I don't know everything about it, but I believe it. I'm not real religious, but I think that. I believe that he even did miracles, and I believe that he went to the cross to die for people's sin. They may not even understand what they're saying when they say that, but I think that happened, and they truly believe it. And they'll say, I think he died. I think he rose from the dead, and he's alive in heaven. People may believe that far. And you say, well, then aren't they saved? I don't know. I think about it like this. Last summer, we were on this little summer vacation with Aaron and the kids, and we were down North Carolina, Kentucky, kind of hopping through on our way home the south. And I think it was in Kentucky, we heard about this place. I was in a little general store buying souvenirs, and there was this nice old lady in there, and she said, she pulled out a little map, and she said, well, have you been to the Jump Rock? I'm like, we talking about Jump Rock. Where's this Jump Rock? She's like, well, and she unfolds a map, and she has a little marker, a little Sharpie, and she goes, right here. You got to alter your right. You got to go over here. You'll go through a little cave tunnel with your car, and then you come out, and there's a parking lot right here, and you walk down a trail, and there's a Jump Rock. I'm like, oh, yeah? And what is that? It's like, well, it's a rock. And you jump off it into the water. I'm like, well, that sounds wonderful. Kids, you want to jump off another rock? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. But we're going to go to the Jump Rock. So we drive, follow this little map, find a little state parking area, park on the gravel, in the woods, up in the mountains somewhere. And there are people soaking wet walking out of the woods with a wild look in their eye, man. They're like, I'm like, okay, this is already looking good. And I'm like, okay, let's go, let's change, let's go. And so everybody gets changed, and we start walking down this little trail, and it winds through the woods, and I don't see anything. I can hear and see a river like next to the trail, like way down. I'm like, let's keep going. And they say a little sign this way, Jump Rock or whatever. And all of a sudden in the distance, I can't see, but I can hear screaming. I'm like, okay, this is the right sound so far. Screaming. Then I hear splashing, and then I hear cheering. And then you come and you can see like bodies appearing through the woods. And when I thought Jump Rock, like I thought, okay, maybe you jump off the top of these speakers. Okay, that'd be fun. I got a 5-year-old, right? So it's like, that's enough, like maybe a little more. That'd be great, and everyone's having fun. We're talking cliff jumping is what we're talking about. I'm talking, the ceiling of this room, like rushing, the river's flowing, and there are kayaks parked, and people on gravel knolls and bars, and they're cheering, and people are jumping. They're in the air for a long time. And then they hit that water, and then they disappear for a long time underwater. And then downriver somewhere, they pop up looking terrified and choking. I'm like, kids, you ready? And they looked at like, I don't know, Dad. I'm like, it'll be fine. And so let's go. Let's just go up and take a look at it. And so we go up to the top. And man, it got taller. Well, by the time we got up there, it grew. And you got up there, and I'm looking, and my heart's beating, and my mouth is dry, and I'm scared to death. But my kid's father is a real man. So I'll die before I admit that I'm scared. I'm like, Dad, are you going to do it? I'm like, what do you mean am I going to do it? Of course I'm going to do it. You can go. If you want to go, go. I'm just, So I asked some guy, and I go, I'm looking at this river, and the rock got bigger, and the river got smaller. And I go, dude, is it deep enough down there, man? And he's like, oh yeah, it's super deep. I'm like everywhere? Like no matter where you land? Like, oh yeah, no matter where you land. You could pencil off this thing. You'll never hit the bottom. I'm like, all right, you sure, man? He's like, oh yeah. All right. He runs and launches. He's gone. I'm like, okay, all right. And everyone's splashing. I'm like, okay, kids, let's do it. And so I take a little jog and a little hop, and I'm like, can't breathe, pow, and underwater, and then the current grabs me, and I'm like trying to, and I come up, and you know, I'm like, have a good look on you, have a happy look. I'm like, come on, kids, come on, and I'm floating down the river, and so, you know, I think 3 of my kids did it, which is crazy. Like 3 of my kids did it. My wife does it. Other people we're having a fun time. Now, there's a lot of people there, and there's only a few people jumping. And you can see people trying to, come on, do it. They're like, no. And you can hear people's conversations. It's deep enough. Oh, I know it's deep enough. You'll be fine. I know that. Well, come on up. No, I'm not doing it. And they won't do it. Now, here's the question. Those people in the kayaks just watching, do they believe that the water is deep enough? Yes. Obviously, you can see the result. Like, that guy's alive. He just jumped. He's bigger than you, so you'd be fine. Do they believe that they would be okay? Yeah. Yeah, they do. People see and cannot deny at times the results when someone meets Jesus for real. Even the unbeliever or the acknowledger. Some people are acknowledgers. They acknowledge Jesus. They don't even deny. Some people are like, there is no Jesus. But other people are like, yeah, I believe it. Because they see addictions broken. They see marriages restored. They see minds healed, guilt removed, shame removed, heartache. They see peace restored in their soul. What does David say? Restore my soul. And they see that. And the outside, they can look and say, do you think that was a miracle? And they'll say, yeah, look. Do you think Jesus did it? People ask, what happened to them? I think they met the Lord, someone will say. And that's true. And do they believe that? Yes. But do they believe it for them? They believe it's possible. But have they done it? What does the Bible say? We are saved by grace through faith. Through faith. Have they ever jumped into the open hands at the cross, having paid the price of their sin? Those people coming off that rock, they were changed forever. Like, they come out and there's a look of like, I'm changed. Yeah, like that just impacted my life. You know, like I'm telling you the story right now. People in the kayaks, they're not telling that story. They don't even remember really that happened. Because they don't have that story. They believe it's possible. They believe it has happened. It hasn't happened for them. You understand the difference? There are many people that are Jesus acknowledgers, but they are not followers.